Hi friends, welcome back to Adil's Story Time. Today I'm gonna tell you the story of Pinocchio. Once upon a time, there lived a poor carpenter. His name was Geppetto. One day, he decided to make the masterpiece of his life. Since Geppetto lived all alone, he decided to make a lovely wooden puppet which could dance and sing and also give him a company. He began to carve the puppet. As soon as he finished his crafting, the puppet got alive and began to dance. He threw his arms around the neck of Geppetto and kissed him affectionately. Geppetto named him Pinocchio and decided to bring him up as his own son. He brought clothes and notebooks for Pinocchio. Next morning, when Pinocchio got up, Geppetto dressed him up in the new clothes and gave him a notebook. He took him to a school that was not so near and got him admitted there. The very next day, Pinocchio got ready to go to the school. With the notebook under his arm, he began to walk towards his school. While he was passing through a field, he found 5 golden coins. He picked up the golden coins and decided to give them to his poor father. As he was walking along the edge of the woods, he saw an injured fox and a blind cat together. "Hello, Pinocchio. It would be really nice of you if you could help us reach our hut inside the woods," pleaded the injured fox. The simple and kind Pinocchio happily agreed to help them. "I will happily do that, but let me first hand over these 5 golden coins to my poor father. I will come back in no time and take you to your hut," said Pinocchio innocently. 5 gold coins? The cat cried greedily with a spark in his eyes. "You can make thousands of gold coins with these 5 gold coins," said the fox. "Thousands of gold coins?" exclaimed Pinocchio in astonishment. "Yes, dear," said the clever fox. He further added that there is a magical field called the Field of Miracles at the foot of Ninimes. If you would sow 1 gold coin there, you would find a tree laden with thousands of gold coins on the very next day. Pinocchio thanked them both and headed straight towards the Field of Miracles. Inside the dense forest, while Pinocchio was walking towards his destination, 2 maniacal figures jumped upon him to rob the gold coins. "Gold or life, decision is yours," threatened the robbers. These 2 robbers were none other than the fox and the cat. In a state of shock, Pinocchio ran away with all his might towards his home, but suddenly his heel was caught in a trap. Shocked and out of fear, Pinocchio began to cry loudly for help. Just then, a beautiful fairy appeared before Pinocchio. She was as white as wax. Her hair was blue. The beautiful fairy freed the little Pinocchio from the trap and instructed him in her sweet voice, "Take the gold coins to your father." "I do not have the gold coins," lied Pinocchio, while he still had the gold coins in his pocket. The fairy smiled. Lo! The nose of Pinocchio, which was already quite long, became even longer. Pinocchio started crying. He could not even turn his head due to the long and heavy nose. Pinocchio realized his mistake. He requested the fairy to return his nose to its normal size. He also apologized for lying. The kind fairy clapped 3 times, and Pinocchio's nose returned to its normal size. Thank you, dear fairy. I will never fall in the company of bad people again. I will go back to my home and live my life for the happiness and satisfaction of my father, said Pinocchio. Before she disappeared, the fairy smiled and clapped 3 times. As soon as she disappeared, a huge pigeon appeared in the blue sky and landed before Pinocchio. It said, Pinocchio, sit on my back. Your father has made a boat. He will sail his boat in the wild sea. He loves you so much that he is not afraid of the mighty storms and gales. Let us reach him before it is too late. Pinocchio sat on the pigeon's back. Carrying him on its back, the pigeon flew eastwards. Geppetto had already reached the shores of the roaring sea. As he ventured into the open sea, a giant wave turned over his little boat, throwing him inside the deep sea. Pinocchio, who could not see his father drowning, jumped into the sea to save him. Fortunately, he knew swimming inside the green sea. He found his father struggling with the waves. Pinocchio was a few hands away from his father when he saw a giant shark. With open mouth, the shark swallowed his father before Pinocchio could save him. He was shocked, but he wanted to save his father at any cost. He gathered all the courage and jumped into the shark's mouth. Inside the shark's stomach, Pinocchio saw a dim light. He went in the direction of the light and saw a human figure. Father, is that you? Oh my God, I have found you. Dear father, exclaimed Pinocchio while the shark was sleeping with its mouth wide open. Pinocchio, along with his father, managed to reach its mouth, climbing over its 3 rows of teeth. Both came out in the open sea and swam until they reached an island. Being tired of the adventurous labor, they slept on the island for some time. Pinocchio saw the fairy again and said, Dear fairy, thank you once again. I could have not saved my father without your help. Now I will never tell lies and will become a good and obedient boy. Since his birth as a puppet, Pinocchio had always dreamed to become a real boy. The fairy knew this as well. She clapped 3 times. Lo! Pinocchio became a real boy. He thanked the fairy and left for his home along with his father, and he never lied again and lived happily ever after with his father. Thank you friends for watching this video, and also don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and also don't forget to turn on the notification. Thank you.